we're hell bent and ready to buy. You know, we're blowing in the dark, so we're able to deliver things fast. You know, we do something, we listen to him, we go out there, we create our stories, we do it, it works. You know, client is excited, he trusts us more, there's adding more to it. We're always adding to the backlog. And they're ready to go in us. You know, we are in an ocean filled with sharks. Issues upon issues. So this is what happened. The project might not quit after like a few months on the job where they didn't replace it. That was the number one issue. Project independence created blogs for most teams, but were depending on different teams. All projects started delaying by months. Pressure started mounting from executive management for result because we spent several months in the bank and none of the projects has gone live. You know, we've done stuff and they're usually for presentation and showing off to people. The e-statement was so exciting to the bank, the CEO. You know, none of the projects has gone live to market. Marketing team is putting pressure on the CIO. There's always fighting. There's screaming on top of voices. 6 months, no project out. 9 months, no project out. You know, now vendors start agitating. Who's going to pay? Because some have flown from Kenya, some have flown from India. They brought their whole team on board. And who's going to pay for their delays, for they staying over? You know, initially the budget, I mean, the issues were quite accommodating. The executive management accepted and, you know, tried to create peace, you know, with the vendors. So they're paying some of the vendors. But as it continues, it was hard for them to start investing more money into the project. Even on our side, we had to actually have a meeting with the executive management to determine how much they're going to pay us. So on our side, we had a near-death experience. The policies in CBS were wrong. You know, so our best also was we have to rebuild the balances ourselves. You know, we didn't anticipate. This is not something that we knew was going to happen. We had done something, but for 3 months it was working, and we showed the statements, everything was right. Now we are doing it for an entire period, for an entire duration of the bank, and we have wrong balances. In the CBS, everything was wrong. Incorrect customer data. So some customer you see, the tellers and the relationship manager had their own way of entering customer data. I don't know how the banking system was capturing, you know, trying to, let's say, catch the errors or prevent people from entering data, but the relationship manager had their own way of doing that. So we also, and the new part also required that we have to adjust our architecture. But we didn't foresee this. We had our architecture, we designed it nicely, take it, we had meetings, and everything was looking good. I realized that the backlog was always growing, and we were always trying hard to reduce it. And what happened was that the more we went deep into the project, the more we discovered. And that was something that was also not good for us. Huge gaps in requirement which were discovered when we are testing. Like the balance state was what was only discovered when the run was done. And the core team was also let out the requirement process. So doing all this, we're actually dealing with the CIO. So we're going to meet with the CIO, and he tried to get a team that he could trust, people that will work hard. He could see what we're doing, and always want to convince us and talk to us, and we're doing it without a core team around him. Whew. So how much humanitarian work have we done? But we went to spend, I took my whole team there, and we hadn't taken on any other project. So we're spending that we're going to get a lot of money. You know. And when that bid came, then issues started coming. Because we didn't have a problem working, but we had a problem not being paid. Wanted to get paid. So now how do we show that we're working? Because we've done, you know, we do that thing, and things that another consultant would say would take 3 weeks, we'll do it within a very short time. So they could not see how, you know, the value of what we're doing. So now we have to create visibility, let them know what we are doing. So we introduced Redman. go into the environment, we create logins for everybody. We want them to log in and go and check how we are, the milestones, how we are progressing and stuff like that. But nobody ever logged in. So we started sending weekly scrums. We send ourselves internally daily scrums. So we said, okay, now let's do weekly scrums. So we did weekly scrums, but they didn't read the emails. I'm sure he had a lot of emails that he had to read, and our scrum email was part of this. So what did I trick? Now let me to our product manager and I said, no words. Let's do something. Let's create an Excel sheet, because I realized that the CIO likes using Excel. He likes using Excel all the time. He's going to create Excel with all the timelines and go live dates, and all the time it was being, we're always behind schedule. So we did our Excel sheet and started, we had to code Excel to make sure that we could generate the graphs and do different, because we really wanted them to know that we're really working and we're doing a lot of work. So we did that, and we believed that worked. So what we did, we got clarity. We actually had a meeting with the CEO and the CEO's advisor, and we showed them what we're doing. And then we had to do some pull and push, and together we had some money. So this is what we thought, this is their mindset. Their mindset is that you have the fixed requirement and everything should be done and be tested and be given to them. But we think that their problem DNA is Agile, that their approach should rather be do it incrementally. Because of the nature of their problems. Their mindset is this, but their project DNA is this way. So why did things go wrong? The projects were for the CIO, he couldn't get buy-in from the internal team. The CIO believed most people in his in-house team did not have a clue, and that's a statement he always used. He had no clue. He had no clue. And for us, we were just excited to develop. We were excited to just write a code because for us it's about money. And because the things are not working, now they had this whole concept. You have to generate big wins, trying to cut corners, like what Martin said. We compromise on quality, because we needed to get something going. So what we plan to do, there'll be a meeting and we'll cut some things out, just because we wanted to ship things fast. And there's this whole new the architecture you use, there was an ESB, different systems connecting, and it was really beyond reality. Nobody could understand it, and he could understand it, so everybody else had no clue. And since we could actually develop and show results, what we realized, what happened was that all the time when he was in the tight corner, he would pick up something that we've done, because we always had working releases and going to demo it to the executive management, they get excited, but the other teams were not able to produce. And many teams were working on different projects with different development methodologies. So we had to collaborate with different teams who were working on different projects, and they had different development methodologies. Another thing that we also realized that we didn't know who to control that. Scope, time, cost. He wanted to control everything. We're holding on to scope, because we're now also getting agitated because we're spending a lot of time there. The money value wasn't what we were expecting, and he wanted to control everything, and we were saying that, what, if you add more, we're going to charge you, and this was getting really crazy. We didn't have an easy relationship anymore. What are the lessons that we learned? I think that we should focus on process over tooling. So because we try using Redman, we try using different Scrum, different things to get it going, but it didn't work out really well. So we need to extend. I believe that this can be done through the contract. You can establish a very clear process in the contract, and you also don't impose tooling on your client, on a customer. You can set your price as a fixed cost project, but you can by using the contract to actually manage that. So you can say that, okay, this project is going to cost this amount of money based on anticipation, based on your experience, but also you also have to create room in the contract that will enable you get more value, based on changes the client makes. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble like we were in. the start of the project is not dependent on one person. There should be a total buy-in by all the in-house collaborators, all the stakeholders. One thing also learned is that there should be training, but the question is, are the guys in the enterprise environment willing to unlearn? Are they willing to move on from what they already know to what will work? We believe that you should slowly build interest and adaptation. You can't shove it down there. You need to slowly do that. Advocacy. You need to speak the language. You need to consistently preach what you believe in. Consistently preach the framework. Consistently preach the Agile framework. If it means doing posters, anything that will drive the message to the client. And we believe that you need to depend on the product owner to remove a lot of the roadblocks. You need to have a very good relationship with the product owner, and then ensure that any roadblock that you have is removed. If you don't do that, and you try to do it, you're going to have serious challenges. And we believe that enterprises should know that their true DNA, should know what their true DNA is, or re-engineer their mindset to keep up with changing trends in service delivery to meet customer satisfaction. Enterprises think that they are waterfall in their thought or in their problems and what they face, but we believe that the kind of situations and the kind of market, the kind of customer requirements and customer needs and the things that we need to do in the environment, we require or we need an agile approach to be able to deliver solutions to the enterprise. Thank you very much.
Guys, any questions? We have to keep it quick. And I know the tweet line says that the questions and answers are actually the best part of it. But also sort of, it's like, scope. So do we have a question for Derrydean? Great. Where are we? I'm not seeing one. Oh, there we go. Not Karen. Anyone but Karen.
If that's over again, what would you change?
The talk or the project?
The talk was perfect. If you had to do the project with that bank over again, what would you change from the start?
If we went to the bank again, what would we change?
If you had to do this over again, the project, what would you do differently?
I think that we will not just start developing just because we can do it. I believe that we're going to take our time and set out the processes very clearly, because obviously that wasn't set out in the beginning. We just went in there with our own mindset and the way we do things. He had his own ambitions, and our mindset and the way we do things helped him even expand his ambitions. So next time when we get to the environment, we're going to make sure that certain pillars are laid out clearly, so that, and also the communication framework is also laid out clearly, because that was also an issue. And then create visibility from the beginning, not wait until we are having challenges with the customer. Then we start creating visibility, trying to let the customer see what we are doing. So those are the three key things out.
Guys, I'm going to say thanks and see you a little bit later. Again, same work for you.